one of the fastest growing hobbies in the nation. We're talking about restoring antique tractors. Today we have Mike Calson with us. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, you got started when you were 8 years old, I hear.
Yes, I did.
And what got you into restoring the tractors?
Well, the first tractor I restored was part of a 4-H project, and my parents told me too from a young age. When I was a baby, I used to take things apart and put them back together, and I guess it kind of evolved from there. And as I got older, I guess I got interested in the tractors, and so it's kind of a natural fit.
Yeah. Now tell me, this tractor right here that you're restoring, what's this?
This is a 1960 Oliver 1800. It's a diesel tractor. It kind of is symbolic of Oliver's entering into the higher horsepower range of tractors offered in the early 60s. This one here, I've totally rebuilt the engine in this tractor, and in doing so I had the tractor out, and I also rebuilt the transmission right here. It's called a hydropower drive, and so the hydropower and the engine were clear out of the frame, and at that point I decided to go ahead and refinish the frame from the inside out, try to get some key areas painted that are difficult otherwise.
Mike, I see you have a million parts in your shop here. Is it very hard to get parts for tractors?
It can be a challenge. It depends on the part you're trying to locate. There's certain key engine parts that are a little more difficult than others, but as a whole, they're still readily available for the most part.
I noticed you have some old part books here that look like they have some age. Do you use these?
Yes, they've been well used. They were well used before I received them, and they're very instrumental in getting the restoration accomplished. It shows some key images in there on how parts go together and how they're assembled, the procedure for assembly, which is nice because some of this stuff was built long before I came along, so it is very useful. Yes.
Do you need a mechanical background to restore antique tractors?
I think I'd safely say you kind of have to have some mechanical abilities. I wouldn't say necessarily a mechanic, but you have to have the drive, the desire, and a little bit of knowledge as far as how things go together.
Do you use the internet to find parts?
Yes, I have. That's been a nice tool, a good resource. It kind of gets you in touch nationwide with other people that may have some. And part of the game on these older tractors is what they call new old stock parts, parts that have not been used, that were originally built in the day for the model, and they're around at different dealerships on the shelves yet, if you
can get
are
them
lucky.
From all over the country.
Yeah, you have a better chance.
Do you have anything that you have restored that we can take a look at?
Yes, I do. I've had the opportunity to restore several models. One that comes to mind is a 1954 Oliver Super 88.
You like the Olivers?
Yeah, that's my interest.
Can we take a look at it?
Sure.
All right. Now, Mike, which Oliver is this?
This is a 1958 Oliver Super 88 diesel.
What have you done to it?
Well, the amazing thing is we haven't done hardly anything at all. I've replaced the exhaust pipe on this tractor, but otherwise it is totally original from the day it was made in 1958.
Wow, is that really what you're looking for?
Absolutely. I just about fell off my chair when I found this tractor. I think this would be any collector's dream of their specific brand, and it's very, very rare to find one in this condition.
So this tractor, you got lucky, but sometimes you do have to restore. And I see this tractor over here you've done some work on.
Absolutely. This is a 1954 Super 88. This one here is the gas version of this model tractor. This one here we purchased back in 1986 near Minnesota, the town of Northwood, Iowa.
All right.
And
what have you done to it?
Well, we did a complete grounds-up restoration on this tractor. We had it stripped down to nothing but the frame. The engine was completely reworked, rebuilt. I did some body work on the engine panels here, and I also researched the correct paint color and the decal scheme and everything like that, and we tried to get it as authentic as we could to original.
How much time would you say that you've put into restoring this?
That's a good question. I'd hate to venture a guess as far as how much total hours I have in this project here. I did not keep a log, but I was pretty thorough, and I tried to get a lot of my homework done on how it was supposed to be originally. We didn't have that nice original to go by when I restored this, but I read several books and several pamphlets in literature that was actually produced back in the 50s. And I would say, countless hours in this case.
Any idea on cost?
Well, we have around $5,000 invested in this engine alone. And back when we restored this tractor, I know the green paint was around $80 a gallon, and that's not including my labor or anything like that. And then, of course, there's decals, which are costly. And then we put some tires in front. The rear tires, we actually were able to leave those be. Those were the original ones in which we got it.
It can become an expensive hobby at some point.
Very much so, yeah. It's kind of endless. It all depends on how thorough you want to be and how critical and how, it's countless amount of money that can go towards this project.
Now, I know you're partial to the Olivers, and that company's been out of business for quite a while.
Yeah, actually, 1974 was the last year the green painted ones were released. Then White Motor bought them out. But yeah, it's been a few years since the green paint's been produced.
Can that be a problem if you're working on when a company's going out of business?
It can be. You don't want to fool yourself. A lot of it, takes a little patience, and with the internet in today's society, you can locate parts nationally, and that helps quite a bit. They're out there, but they're, I guess, a little bit limited compared to what they once were.
It's really a labor of love, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's really an interest of mine. I guess you might say it's my golf game, and I like to spend a lot of spare time doing this hobby.
Do you use this tractor?
Yes, this tractor gets used in we put up several thousand small square bales of hay for horse people, and we use it out in the field. We rake hay with it. I use it on a baler and that kind of thing, and then we also host a annual fall plow day, so we do some tillage with it as well.
Did you ever take it to shows?
Yes, it's been to some national shows, some national Oliver shows. It's been to some local parades and several shows in between.
Sounds like fun. Thanks a lot, Mike, for sharing your hobby with us. As you can see, restoring a piece of the past can be very challenging, but very satisfying.